Ghanatube and a Oshe, Modofo Snowy, Masanso Atrasibio, Eddie Sem A Ecoso, Ewo, my Ganimu, Ebro, Maja Comedian Natchez and Semo, Macaco Bobo, Ebi, Ano, Eddie, Ebro, Yangotier, a year in Semo. I am bra.
More about the New Patriotic Party, the opposition New Patriotic Party. You know, the party is in a rebuilding process. They will be going to elect their flag bearer on the 31st of January 2026. After that, the party will go into electing various leadership positions from the polling station level all the way to the national level. We have in studio now Honorable Eugene Boachi Entry, who is aspiring to be the General Secretary of the NPP. I'm grateful to you, sir, for joining.
Morning. The first time.
Yes.
I watch you every morning. So.
Thank you. I enjoyed you when you were in Parliament. You were fearless. I mean,
thank you.
I wonder why you went out of Parliament. You should have stayed because of your fearlessness.
Yeah, another chapter has been opened. So
okay, anyway.
Let's see what that also springs up.
But how's life after Parliament?
Very relaxing.
Okay.
Less stressful.
Oh
yeah.
Parliament is stressful.
Yeah, very stressful. And
okay.
I think once again you're in control of your own destiny in terms of what you want to do. You know, committee work, constituency visits, duties in the constituency, all lapped up into something else. So okay. I think I'm enjoying life outside of Parliament for the minute. Okay. Yes.
Okay. But if it's stressful, why do people still try to go 4 or 5 times?
Do you really know? You don't know. And once you get caught up in there, sometimes you don't know till you come out.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, it's traveling to see greener pastures. You know, you go think, oh, it's all hunky-dory. Then you know, no, you are in for a long haul. Yeah, but it's a great place to be.
Okay.
You know, getting to understand the governance system and structures of our country and what have you. But I think I've done my bit. I'm out of it now. Somebody is also continuing.
Okay. Let's look. You're gunning to be the General Secretary of the NPP, which means that you should have done an analysis of the party to understand what are the shortcomings. Let's start from the defeat in 2024. What do you think caused the party to lose that election?
Let me say good morning to our viewers and especially the NPP fraternity that is watching us this morning. I think we lost because too many of our own people felt that we had drifted away from them. And when your base is crying for jobs, inclusion, humility, sometimes it appeared that, you know, we weren't listening. And that created a whole lot of problems for government as well as party. Because, you know, when a party is in government, the expectation is such that people think that by, you know, the stroke of a pen or a mere phone call, things should happen. But normally it doesn't happen like that. So that's how I think we had a very fantastic first term where most of our projects, you know, go completed. But yes, you know, at the tail end of the first term was when COVID struck, and in its wake brought a whole lot of issues. Then the, you know, Russia-Ukraine war also had an impact on the economy. It was a very turbulent second term, I think. Very turbulent second term. But the Ghanaian people did take kindly to it. And I'm sure the economy wasn't also in the best shape right from, I believe, 2 years leading up to 2024 elections. And we got punished for that.
You believe that a change in the finance minister would have changed your fortunes? Because you were one of those who were called.
I believe so. If he had gone earlier, I mean, if he had left after the reading of the budget, the appropriation of the budget, I believe Amin Anta would have done a perfect job. You know, he came in later. I mean, just compare what happened in 2022 to what is happening to the NDC now. And my younger brother, Atu Forsen, has not done much. You know, there's not a single policy that Atu has introduced. Look, this is the policy I'm using to show up the CD or the dollar. We haven't heard that. I'm sure that our donor partners are looking favorably on the government as well as the person in charge. You see, it all helps sometimes, you know, a change of face, a change of personnel in yours, you know, to one's advantage. You know, when you are dealing with these to other partners.
Okay.
And I'm sure because that didn't happen, we worked all the way through till February 2024 before he left office. I don't think that did our electoral fortunes any good. Yes.
But your party has decided to do something that many have described as a top to bottom approach because they are electing a flag bearer first. They've given several reasons for it. Do you agree with that decision?
Well, the National Council has spoken, and I respect that because as a member of the party, once the National Council speaks, the National Council is seen as National Council is the highest decision-making body outside of conference. Once it speaks, you have to. But a point has to be made. The further decision has been taken. It's like the Supreme Court gives a ruling, people can still discuss it. So party people must understand that this our party is not we are all not robots in a way. I mean, the party took a decision, but the only point that some of us had was that whatever model that we used, whether it was the old model or this new model that is the top down or the top bottom, the base must feel empowered. And when I say the base must feel empowered, you see, this is where people don't understand, because people don't really sit down to go into the details or the minutiae of what we go through in an election.
Okay.
As an MP or as a presidential candidate, because you have to go down and drill down to some of these things. When people speak and they speak without experience, it's sometimes difficult. We don't appreciate what it takes to win an election.
Okay.
Number one, we live in a country where we have close to 90,000 settlements. We have 16 regions, but we have about 90,000 settlements. You understand? And there's no way any presidential candidate of both of the two leading political parties can visit every settlement before an election.
Okay.
You cannot even do 200.
That's too much.
It's too much. That is why the NPP, in its wisdom, brought about the polling station concept in 1998.
Okay.
We used to do the ward system. But in 1998, the General Secretary of Dambotre, His Honorable Dambotre and Honorable Odoi Sais at the Suganda Conference, because the JA4 election took center stage. So if people forgot that we did some serious amendments to the Constitution. That's why we brought about the polling station structure. And all elections take place at the polling station. So everybody has a polling station that they vote. When all is said and done, they are the ones that carry us to victory. They are the lifeblood or the heartbeat of the party. So they must be in place. In our last election, the presidential candidate Muhammad Baumia taught all the 276 constituencies, not settlements.
Yeah.
People confuse the two. And once, for example, you got about when I came to Subin today, once he leaves, the constituency executives, the electoral area coordinators, and the polling station executives are now tasked to enter every home, every shop, every church, every mosque, every market, to then inform these electorates about the vision of the presidential candidate. You understand? That is why we said that, because that the base is not in readiness, there's no point electing a flag bearer before that.
Okay.
But National Council has spoken. It remains to be seen what is it that the party wants to achieve out of this.
Okay.
Because what has served this party, a conservative party like ours, very well since 1996. What has served this party well? The Americans have been saying that if it ain't broke,
Don't change it.
change it. So what has served this party well? We now have to depart and do something that's novel, something that is going to probably shake the very foundation of the party. Because you see, I'm going to elect a flag bearer now. Once the flag bearer is elected, then you start with the internal elections, the polling station all the way up. So what's the job of the flag bearer? Because no flag bearer, no presidential candidate can do any election till 2027, 2028.
But they explain flag bearer will now provide some sort of stability, leadership.
No, but you see, people talk as if they are not politicians. The flag bearer is just one person. The party is there to be formidable for the flag bearer to win an election. It's not the other way around. No single individual can win an election for this party. It's the party that goes into an election. When you start talking like this, then when you go and lose an election, they start blaming you. Say, oh, it's the candidate. But it's the party that is taking the candidate to an election. You understand? Yeah. So the party must be in such a formidable state, in a state of preparedness, that whoever is elected flag bearer will come and meet a united, formidable party ready to win an election. You are not expecting a flag bearer to come and instill display in the party. That's not his job. The constitution is there for executives, constituency, region, and national to implement what is here, to apply what is here. It's not the job of a flag bearer. They're even going to make his job difficult. Because once he takes a position, oh, because I didn't vote for him, because I didn't support him, they're not even going to make his job difficult by electing him early. But be that as it may, a decision has been taken. We all respect it. Let's wait and see what it throws up. But I said, we are a very conservative party. We have done what has served this party very well in the last, God knows, almost 30 years ago, when we started with this polling station system, always electing from the base before we get to the top. Now, it's the other way around. We all have not seen it. So let's wait and see what it will throw up. But like I said, I fully respect the decision of council, but we have to fight to ensure that the grassroots must feel that it works for them, because they are the ones who are going to campaign.
Okay.
They are the ones who are going to campaign for the party.
So if that's the case, and a lot of the people at the base, the grassroots, are calling for the release of the Professor Michael Quay committee report, would you then, based on that, to say, well, I agree with that?
Well, let me conclude on that phase and then come to the... What you must all bear in mind is that no strategy will win an election without the polling station soldier.
Oh, yes.
No strategy, whether or no model can win an election without a polling station soldier. They are the heartbeat, I said, or the lifeblood of any political party in this country. You understand? Yes. Now, flowing on to Okoye. The difficulty some of us have is that the report was submitted to council. Professor Okoye gave a synopsis of the report. We were told that the report was a document that was not going to be released or discussed.
Yeah.
But the recommendations were going to be fully implemented. Then a thank you tour started. And then we heard people referring copiously to that report. So that straight away sparks a debate. You understand? And then you expect others to also come in. And the difficulty some of us have is that there must be a semblance or a sense of balance. All what we heard was about the administration of the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Reshuffle, he didn't do it. DDEP, power, arrogance of power, all those things were being directed at the administration. So what did the party people do? Well, there was the government and then there was the party. The party chairman, the party general secretary sat in cabinet. Do you understand? So some of us felt it was unfair by just attacking the administration of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So what did the party do? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was elected and sworn in as president on the 7th of January 2021. The executives, national executives, were also elected, I think, July, August of 2022. So for almost 2-3 years, you were in cabinet with him. And your job as a general secretary or a chairman is the constitution of the party and the manifesto of the party. That's your job, to go to cabinet and ensure that is being applied. We are strictly following the dictates of our manifesto or the party constitution. If that could not be done, then I don't see the point of trying to blame the president. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. And that is the difficulty some of us had, that look, if you are going to talk about it, let's talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, then let's shelve it. And what we must also understand is that the report, I don't believe, has set out to disgrace anybody. The report is about learning lessons for the future. That's what the report is about. That's why we did a report, so that we know where we went wrong, and then the recommendations. So if you face the truth now, we avoid repeating what happened in 2024. And that is why people are saying, okay, let's see the report. Fine. Delegates, I believe they are smart. They know the Supreme problem. They know what caused the election. I think everybody knows, but it's just that we wanted a document to prove that something took place. Now, let me take your mind back to something. In 2008, after that defeat, that cliffhanger of an election that brought Professor Mills in, there was another committee chaired by Dr. Jimmy Heyman, Ghana's former South African High Commissioner, under J. Kufuor. And in that report, paragraph 4 stated that the expansion of our polling stations was a necessity. But at the time, there was this infiltration, talk of infiltration. So let's do the 5-5. 5 executive for a polling station. But we must take an intermediate step of moving to one member, one vote. 2009 to 2016. How many years? 2026. How many years?
That's long, huh? Even if it's 2010 to 20, that's 16.
Yes.
So that's 17 years.
17 years. It has not happened. And it's in that report. And because
so 16 years, right?
Yes.
16.
So if you have not implemented this, and people are saying the same thing today, are we a serious political party?
Oh, wow.
That's the question. So when people keep things to themselves, that's what happens. I am privileged to know what is in there because I followed the team in Ashanti and Bono Ahafo. So I know what is contained in that report.
Which means that at the Congress, when they said that you will take steps towards the one man, one vote, you don't even believe that it could be...
Some of us don't believe it. And when you say it, these young Turks in the party don't seem to get it.
Okay.
We've been around for a long time.
Because you think that it's been there for 16 years.
If something as important as expanding the base of your party, to get more people in, to mobilize more people for elections, to mobilize more funds for a party, somebody could not implement it for 16 years. And we are talking about another report, somebody is keeping under his armpit and going and referring to base that don't refer to him, but refer to others. Are we being serious? And what we are saying is that even Engineer Kwabena Japan, when he brought his...
Abusiafo yavakutie ensem no aba obetimi e the comment abrame e comment section amejebe akenkan ni na e de amount fefe me san so e carry room say aha e Ghanatube so ensem a ekoti e ba bremo nyina no onsa e be kan e wa on subscribe na hit notification bell no se da bia ensem no ye de tuma na wenya ne enten pass so sisi ade makram.